Welcome back to our channel. Today the 2026 BMW M9 is a statement car, a one that arrives with the kind of swagger manufacturers only get once in a generation, blending relentless performance with a refined, modern luxury that makes ordinary super sedans feel apologetic. From the moment you see it sitting low and wide in the driveway, the M9 announces itself as something more than a facelift or a faster trim. It's the distilled essence of BMW's motorsport heritage filtered through today's tech-forward, sustainability-conscious sensibilities. Visually it's muscular but purposeful, a silhouette that reads as aerodynamic sculpture surfaces meet at taut edges. The long hood and short overhangs promise power, and the stance suggests a car that wants to hug an apex as much as it wants to headline a conger's lawn. Slide inside and the M9's interior stakes its claim between driver-focused cockpit and first-class lounge. Materials are tactile and intelligent, a hand-stitched leather, recycled performance fabrics, and metal switchgear that click with precision. The seating hugs you with an athletic embrace, supportive for spirited driving yet supple enough for long motorway hauls. The digital interface is expansive but thoughtfully organized, a driver-oriented display that shows essential telemetry when you want it, and a secondary screen for navigation, media, and vehicle setup. BMW's latest driver assist suite is present and capable, competent enough for highway commuting, yet unobtrusive when you want full control. Small touches elevate the experience: ambient lighting that responds to drive modes, haptic feedback on climate and infotainment controls, and a sound stage that turns the inline aggression of the powertrain into an orchestral thrill without ever becoming oppressive. Under the skin, the M9 is engineered to be more than just fast in a straight line. Its chassis is a study in balance, a mix of lightweight alloys, variable rate dampers, and adaptive anti-roll systems that let the car be brutally composed on track and forgiving in daily driving. Weight distribution has been tuned for neutrality, and the steering precise, communicative, and with electric assistance matched to feel rewards small inputs with immediate response. Brake feel is surgical, firm initial bite, predictable fade characteristics, and human feedback that makes threshold braking feel intuitive. The suspension will stiffen when you demand tempo, but it also knows how to breathe on imperfect tarmac, absorbing bumps without upsetting composure. Performance is where the M9 stamps its authority. Whether you encounter it as a raw combustion flagship, a hybrid enhanced monster, or a near-silent electric variant, the ethos is consistent: explosive acceleration married to composure. Turbocharging tech and advanced thermal management let high-revving engines maintain power through long stints, while the hybrid models use instant electric torque not just to improve 0-60 times but to sharpen throttle response and corner exit grip. Transmission choices are surgical: lightning-fast dual-clutch units that shift with surgical speed, or an optional manual for the purists, and a sophisticated torque vectoring differential keeps the car pointing where you want it, even under the kind of lateral forces that make ordinary cars plead for mercy. The result is an M car that invites a variety of driving: canyon carving aggression, track day discipline, and long-distance authority. On the road, the M9's ride blends aplomb and attitude. In comfort modes it moves with surprising civility, smoothing highway expansions and turning long trips into something akin to an indulgent commute. Flip it into sport or track and the M9 threads a needle between tautness and traction, the cabin snaps to attention, exhaust notes blossom, and the car's dynamic electronic aids transition from nanny to tuning assistant. It's precisely this duality, able to be both a refined grand tourer and a steady-handed track touler, that will make the M9 the go-to choice for enthusiasts who want weekend fireworks without weekday compromises. Technology inside the M9 reads like a curated showcase of BMW's best work. The infotainment is fast, responsive, and integrated with over-the-air updates so the car evolves in the years after purchase. Driver assistance includes an intelligent cruise that understands traffic patterns, a lane-keeping algorithm that feels less robotic and more predictive, and parking aids that make urban tight spots less anxiety-inducing. Connectivity is seamless: smartphone integration, cloud-based navigation with real-time traffic, and an app ecosystem that lets owners tailor performance settings from their phone. For audiophiles, the optional premium audio system delivers clarity and depth, turning the cabin into a live venue. Practicality isn't sacrificed at the altar of performance. The M9's interior space is thoughtfully laid out, rear legroom is generous for the class, and storage hides smartly throughout the cabin. Safety systems are numerous and well calibrated, with passive and active features designed to protect occupants and mitigate collisions. Fuel economy and emissions are addressed cleverly through hybridization and cylinder management strategies, so the M9 feels modern not just in performance but in conscience. Of course, the M9 doesn't exist in a vacuum. It's pitched against a new wave of hyperluxury sports sedans from Europe and beyond, and where it stands out is in its blend of character and capability. Competitors may outdo it in single metrics: a slightly quicker sprint time, a fraction more luxury polish, but few match the M9's sense of identity, a car that still feels distinctly BMW, purposeful and emotionally engaging. For buyers it offers options: a raw, visceral experience for the enthusiast, a refined, tech-laden variant for the executive, and a sustainable performance model for the eco-conscious driver who doesn't want to give up thrills. Ownership of an M9 feels less like owning a car and more like joining a club. Dealer support, factory performance programs, and an ecosystem of aftermarket enhancements mean the M9 can grow with its owner. Track days, performance upgrades, and bespoke personalization options turn the purchase into an ongoing passion project rather than a one-time transaction. If there's a critique to be leveled, it's that the M9 demands respect and a budget that reflects its ambitions. Options proliferate, and the most desirable configurations push the price into rarefied territory. But for buyers seeking a performance car that doesn't force them to choose between ferocity and refinement, the M9 justifies its cost with capability, charisma, and technological depth. In the final analysis, the 2026 BMW M9 is more than a halo product, it's a manifesto. It says that performance can